Good afternoon, everybody. Friends, I have a very short presentation here to share some of the perspectives, the concept, and the application of quality which has been done in last 25 years. So, this topic which I have picked up here is integration of quality and creativity. Now, it's very interesting. People are talking about innovation these days, and somewhere if you relate a journey of quality, the way it is evolved. We used to talk about Kaizen, and somewhere innovation was considered to be an invention which will be done once in a blue kind of thing, and a larger emphasis of the organization was to promote continuous improvement through Kaizen kind of a journey. On the contrary, when we are talking today, at least in last couple of years I have seen people have started talking about innovation as the way of really driving the business. So is it something like we are shifting the gear and moving out from a quality track and then talking about that innovation is the way and it's the replacement? So looking into some of these contexts of quality and innovation, or quality or innovation, I am trying to really build this perspective. So since this topic is of integration, let's understand it. So integration to me as an engineer comes with a symbol integration, and the subject here is quality and creativity, which is nothing but integration of quality plus integration of creativity, which if you really look into in terms of a outcome which will be coming out by integrating quality, ultimately leading to something called zero, and creativity will create something which is infinite possibility. That is the ultimate of an integration which is possible between the two extremes of thing, which is quality and creativity. Now this entire integration creates completely a new way of responding to the challenges each of us are facing. So how to really create a business value, I think essentially each of us are focused on, and in order to really do that, the way is to create zero waste and create infinite possibility where n is equal to 1 kind of thing in terms of a customer requirement. So possibly this approach of following an and between a quality and innovation or creativity is a response to a VUCA word. We know VUCA. The world around us is getting more volatile, is getting complex, uncertain, and it is ambiguous. So obviously there has to be a response which need to be very different. And if you really look into the responses which we are making and summarizing this entire world of VUCA is around 3 things, which can be waste, inflexibility and variability. Now inflexibility may be in terms of our designing of processes, products to create that kind of a value for the customer, which customer is looking for a customization. Variability in terms of my own delivery, the value chain which I have created in terms of creating a promise to achieve, and that is where we need to be really managing, and of course how it can be a lean and mean is where the element of waste comes in. So there are many things in the universe of quality which we have been trying to really respond to. So when we really look into variability, the obvious approach which comes in our mind is Six Sigma, isn't it? Six Sigma is a response which is to reduce the variation, shift of the mean, reduce the variation. And if it comes to large part of the waste and the inflexibility reduction, then some of those quality concepts which are like DMAC and Six Sigma school of thought tends to take a low precedence, and lean as a thinking process takes a larger precedence. So it's the lean and a Six Sigma combined together as a quality tools set actually creates some response, and that's what we have been working and operating on. But just to really take this entire context of quality alone in conjunction obviously will demand some kind of a different response as we discussed earlier, and that's where innovation comes. And then the question here is to really understand how do they coexist, how do they really complement and they create a better response to the need. So whenever we really talk about the subject of quality, we are actually focusing inward. We are actually trying to drill. It is more of an inward journey. And whenever we are talking about innovation, it's an outward kind of an approach. So quality is more of a convergence kind of a journey, and innovation is more of a divergence. Now, we have already spoken about and have understood that it's not or, it's an and. So some of the characteristics of convergence through quality kind of a drive is getting into a YY part of it. We talk that language of analysis. There are so much of a data gathering and really trying to find out the root cause, which is a real root cause, probable, potential, and so on. The boundaries of quality is confined to following the rules. So there is a set rule or the process or the procedure or the SOPs, work instructions which are created, and we actually start working around it.